All right, Glenwall Apocalypse 5. Let's give it another go. So yeah, unfortunately, because Darkest Dungeon 2 is not in my my Steam library, I am unsure of exactly how much time I've put into it, but it's a fairly large amount. Actually, I could probably check on my YouTube channel since I have all of my runs up there. Yeah, so my complaint with the last spell, and this is not to be too overly critical about everything, but here, let me go through my characters really quickly, and then I can start doing stuff while we talk about things. All right, so we got a steel bow with some block on it. Scavenger's okay. Steadfast is Thin skin is pretty bad. Don't like the medium armors or the heavy pants. I'd rather those be on someone else. I'm going to swap this here so we get some good accuracy there. Drop those in there, and then actually, yeah, that's going to work out nicely. Yeah, short bow is strong. Yeah, Dawn, probably my favorite. We'll toss the Kettle Helm. Actually, Kettle Helm will stay here. Healing received -10 armor. That's probably going to go on no one, if I had to guess. I'm hating the armor options we're getting here. I'll put the -2 mana regen here on our melee character. And then magic damage is appropriately located. We'll put the dodge there. That all looks good. The Nasal Helm, probably better off right where it is. All right, we'll call that good. And let's look at our characters really quickly. Our caster has Temple Servant, which is fine, Trained, and Feyblood. Feyblood would be great on a ranged character. Farmer is okay. Eagle Eye will help a bit with the dagger attack, and then Versatile, A-tier perk there. Okay, so we have a decent crew here. Very excited about the short bow, especially on this particular side of attack. Because we're gonna get some good opportunities to utilize the no line of sight that comes along with Rain of Arrows. But let's get into it and see how we do. So yeah, so Vaynard, getting back to the challenges that I see with this particular game, I really enjoy it. I think it's an A-tier game. The combat does start to feel a little samey. Well, the combat and the scenarios, I should say, start to feel a little samey. You kind of know what you're getting into. All right, if I move to here, can I get her? And every run feels a little the same. And one of the things that I'm combating now is once you get to the higher difficulties, it is very, I won't say challenging, but like the power curve creeps in a way that doesn't feel great. And the difficulty feels a little artificial in nature. I really don't like that I'm eking out this far. I can't get around this guy, and he is going to run so freaking far. If I move to here, can I get him? All right, I think we have to take this risk, unfortunately. We can take this guy out, and by doing that, we enable another isolated stab, which is pretty good. We have one more attack here. All right, didn't get the kill. That's okay. That was a bad target for that. If I move to here, I can still retreat a decent amount. There are those lovely dodges. I think we moved our bow person too far out. All right, let's armor up. But yeah, so the difficulty curve feels a little overtuned. And there's not a lot of variety. Kind of once you unlock the weapons, you've kind of unlocked the weapons, and that's sort of it. Let's see. If I move over to here, all I'm going to get, I think I need... Yeah. And I don't know if you've played at kind of the higher difficulties, but it becomes stale plus very disheartening. Because you're kind of in this situation where if things don't roll just the way they need to roll, you're kind of caught, for lack of a better word, in this situation where there's not a lot you can do to recover. And the dodges in the early game, when am I going to learn my lesson? I just need to throw heavy greaves away. That's the lesson I need to learn here. Let's perforate you, and then... And I guess I just do another propagate here and hope that I weaken things up enough that they don't straight kill my my melee character. And then what are we gonna do here? That's nice right there. Let's do that. We'll try and power shot this guy down in 2. And then we're gonna retreat. We can't retreat too much because of the way that the short bow interfaces with the sensors. Things become invisible pretty darn quickly. Shouldn't move that far, just move to there. But yeah, I'm excited for what I think the developers are gonna do with this game. Like, I think the bones of it are great. One thing that I think is gonna be huge is it sounds... Well, I mean, I don't even know that it sounds that silly, but the devs recently added the first mod support, and I think that that's a absolutely massive, has a huge potential to be game changing, because I think the bones of this game are incredible. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna try to optimize this lightning route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I take out this guy, I don't have quite enough to take him out. All right, so we're just gonna have to accept that this lightning may not be perfect. Yeah, it was pretty good though. And now I'm gonna hide behind this wall. Now, what am I supposed to do with you? My dagger person is just kind of in a weird place at the moment. So I'm just gonna let that be, and I think we're just gonna try and... I guess 10% dodge is not nothing, and I do have an undodgeable attack, so I have no excuse for letting those dodges get through. But yeah, the margins of victory are just so small at this stage of the game. Anything can kind of tip things one way or the other. Oh, it's funny you mention XCOM, Vaynard, because that is a game that I have been craving getting back into. I can't remember who I just saw started up a new XCOM campaign. Oh, it was Rodamant, who, if you're not familiar, is a YouTuber / Twitch streamer who plays a lot of RimWorld, which is near and dear to my heart. I absolutely love RimWorld, and have a long-running series on my YouTube channel of RimWorld. But Rodamant just started up a XCOM 2 Long War mod playthrough, which is very interesting to me, because I haven't played Long War. So I played the original Long War for XCOM, and one of my all-time favorite playthroughs. I was nowhere near a strong enough player to play it as like a hardcore. You know, I'm not like a Beagle Rush type of player or anything like that, but had so much fun with Long War because I love the original XCOM design space. Just like the way that they set up that game, the way that you get invested in your team is just so satisfying. Trying to figure out how much trouble I'm in here. All right, I think we're gonna take some panic this turn, and I'm not sure what to do about it, but we'll see. Okay, so at least we'll rack up some kills with our caster here. I gotta say, Book of Shadows, I think largely do. Let's not try and nuke ourselves here. No, she has no mana increases, and it's a Tome of Secrets +1. I guess it's the +1, but the fact that it's actually one-shotting enemies is very atypical. I'm sad to say. Well, then it goes and proves me wrong. What are you gonna do? We'll take anything we can get, Vaynard. We take all of it. Oh, and I didn't get Dodgy McDodgerstein dead. Unfortunate. All right. The other thing that I think they need to rethink about the last spell is the fact that you only start out with one weapon. The fact that you only start out with one weapon means that the first night is so brutally tuned. You have a lot of action points, and you have basically no capability to spend them. Of course, I shouldn't have switched to the other one there. Okay, so more than anything, we need this crew to evaporate, which that's a pretty good start. Okay. But they're coming in fast and furious here. I'm tempted to try and lightning this crew here. It's so expensive. All right, I think that was worth it. Move back forward, and we're going to try and get dodged. But yeah, now you're just making me want to play XCOM. I don't know what I would play. Like, I'm so tempted to... We don't talk about those. So tempted to get a long war campaign run going. I think that would be so fun. The original XCOM, I think it holds up really well. And then I guess we just hit the nearest guy to the front. Our archer is just getting wailed on. Kind of everything is getting a bit wailed on, if I'm being honest. I don't think we're going to get any better than that. That's a lot of exclamation points evaporating. Now, I'm taking out this guy because next turn he's going to wreak all kinds of havoc. But we're going to have... You're all the way over here, so this is not a useful place for you. I think we could technically take out this guy by having our Book of Shadows delete this guy. And this guy? Now our stabbing will be amplified by the isolated bonus. And then I think... Okay. That keeps the panic down. Spoonful of medicine makes the panic something something, maybe. But then we're kind of out of luck because we don't have any more movement on Matthew. I would love to have gotten Matthew over one to block these guys from flowing in, but you don't always get what you want. I think I'm just going to use this opportunity to try and get some propagate debuffs. Although the debuffs aren't that useful. That, in particular, the Book of Shadows debuff is pretty uninspiring. But they just keep coming in. And I'm worried we're gonna take one pip of stress here. Alright, so that's the last panic we can take, basically. All right, we're going to play a bit of find the... Is that really the best one we get? It looks like it. And then... Okay, that was lucky, because that means now we can come in and get the stabbing going there. And then if we take out this guy... You hate to see it. That was also the wrong target. I should have been focusing on this guy. Yeah, I don't think we have the legs to make the to get rid of all the exclamation points that we need to. They're not all coming down, I don't think. No surprises, but feels bad nonetheless. Okay, so you have 5 action points left. So if this killed all 3 of you, that was... Oh, the dodge there kills me. That's a bad outcome, to be sure, since we couldn't let any panic happen, and we're definitely going to let some panic happen here. Yeah, these two needed to go. We can technically run up here and give a punch to this guy, but it doesn't solve our problem. I thought we might be able to eke this one out. Did I need to use more mana earlier? This is the question. I was like, why am I using a dodgeable attack on the very dodgy enemy? That's gotta dust off the old whatever you want to call it. Last spell brain. Maybe that's it. But we burnt through a fair amount of Is that really the end of my mana? That feels bad. This should get 2 propagates. That's not worth it. I think we'll eliminate those fools, and then there's no way we can get all 3 of those in one. You still have movement, so let's 1, 2, 1. Really thought that was going to get some kills. I really did, I swear. Excessive use of force. And to basically no avail. The guy's already dead, and I'm still missing him. Let's not talk about it. Our bow person has proven very resilient. I'm kind of impressed by that. But at this point, this is another case of not quite what we needed. Casper, which one were you? I want to figure out who Casper was. I think Casper's our short bow person, but I want to double check that. Yeah. Yeah, short bow, very strong. I know, Don, we were doing so well, but I think without the bonus and without the extra gold, it's just... It's not recoverable at this difficulty, I don't think. I don't know. Do you think we should keep pressing forward? Yep, gotta get the S. I agree, Don. All right, let's give it another go.